So let's go back to thinking about planning for this trip so we don't end up like that guy who didn't plan well and dressed inappropriately, right? So when we're planning for a trip, we got to think of the obstacles. And some of the obstacles are going to be the weather, how long we're going to be there, how we're going to get there. My price is going to be an obstacle, right? Who are we going to be with, who we know, possible emergencies. So we start with just, let's say, weather, Chicago, December. Okay, look it up. Okay, well, I can get a forecast. And here we go. Say I'm trying to go around the 21st. So actually, it's not freezing, it's not snowing, but it's kind of rainy and icy and cold. So certainly I need a plan for that. So great. Now I know what kind of clothes I need to bring, right? But that's not the most important part. I need to figure out how I'm even going to get there in the first place. So let's look for, we'll start by looking for some flights, right? Let's go, yeah, Chicago. Okay, so we look and no, I don't want a price alert. Ooh, so these are the cheapest flights are 566 bucks each way. Like that's crazy expensive. I don't really think I can afford that. So now I just ran into an obstacle, but I'm planning ahead. Okay, so then I'll go and think about Greyhound. Okay, and we'll look at that, right? So I can check all these different things, figure out all these things, and notice the obstacles. So price just became an obstacle for me. So now I need to look for something else. Maybe I'm gonna have to drive. But then driving brings new obstacles because that's going to take more time. I'm going to have to pay for gas, whatever that's going to be. So I need to think through all these different things. I need to figure out who I'm going to be with. If I don't plan ahead well, maybe my cousins aren't even going to be there during that time, right? And I waited pretty long to even start this process. Price wouldn't have been an obstacle. If I had thought ahead even longer ahead, I probably could have found some flights that maybe I could afford, or at least I could plan something different on the way to get there, right? So these are all these things we got to think about ahead when you're trying to plan for the trip so that you are ready for it. If you don't, if I just say, hey, on December 21st, I'm just going to try to figure it out, right? All these obstacles are going to get in my way and I'm going to have no way to get around them.